So, what if I told you that your dream of motherhood isn't just a dream? It's still within reach, and this year that is approaching could be your year, the year that you make it happen. So, oh my gosh, I want to tell you something. I want to share just some inspiration with you. So imagine this. Imagine if the year that is approaching is the year that you're able to finally become a mom, finally be able to conceive, you improve your egg quality, and you achieve your dreams. I know it can feel hard to even think that far into the future if you've been struggling with low egg quality, um, miscarriages, or anything that has sort of been reducing your chances of conception. Maybe you have blocked tubes or fibroids. I know it might be hard to envision that, but I want you to know again that your chances of motherhood is still within reach, right? So definitely don't give up, because I've seen so many women in their 30s and 40s still able to achieve their dreams of motherhood. So there's this one lady that I've worked with, and she was about 38, and she was struggling to conceive, mainly struggling with like consistency in her routine, because she did make a lot of progress. Um, and she was starting to see things working for her, starting to get some results. But again, she was struggling with consistency, and it felt like it was so hard for her to be able to finally, achieve pregnancy, because prior to that, she had struggled for like 10 years to conceive. So we worked together, and I helped her. I gave her some strategies. I gave her some simple steps and actionable steps and solutions that she could include in what she was already doing, but just to sort of optimize the approach that she was taking, improving her mindset, her diet, her, including self care activities that were going to help to reduce stress, and as well as just help her to embrace her body and the fertility journey, the journey that she's on, because of course it can be difficult, and sometimes you might not necessarily appreciate your body when you're going through such challenges and events like miscarriages or trying to conceive. And so I gave her some strategies for that, as well as simple exercise approaches, right? And so she used my method. She started including that again into her daily routine, into her fertility routine, and she started to have some breakthroughs. She was able to shrink her fibroids from 10 centimeters to 7 centimeters, and to be able to conceive her baby. And so if you know anything about fibroids, usually you have to get your fibroid to shrink to 6 centimeters, sorry, before your chances of conception increase, and to like reduce the chances of like other issues. Because if you have a 6, 7, 8 centimeter or larger fibroid, it can compete with like blood circulation, or just blood flowing to the baby, or the fibroid, right? And so we were able to get it down to 6 centimeters, which of course increased her chances, and she was able to have that breakthrough where she was able to conceive, right? And so the biggest issue when it comes to age-related fertility issues is there's like 5 things. So number one, the older you get, it is believed that the less ovarian reserve you have. So when you're born, we're born with about 1 to 2 million eggs. And then by the time you get to be about 40 years old, it's expected that women only have about 5,000 to 10,000 eggs. So that's a dramatic decrease from the amount of eggs that we're born with, right? And so that's one thing, is your ovarian reserve. And then we also have the decline in the quality of the eggs themselves. So the older you get, it's expected that your aneuploidy rate is, let me just see this one more time, but your aneuploidy goes down to about 35%. So we're talking about so your the chances that you're going to have aneuploid eggs, or chromosomal damage to your eggs, increases to 35%, right? So then the next thing is your actual chances of like miscarriages. So your miscarriage increases, what does that increase to 40% by the time you're 40. And then the other thing is your actual chances of conception. So when you're 35, your chances of conception decreases to about 15%. But when you're 40 years old, that decreases even further to about 5%. So this is one of the reasons why age-related fertility can seem like such a daunting task, because we are constantly bombarded with the messaging that the older you get, the harder and harder it is for you to conceive, or the less and less chances that you have, the more and more increased risk of miscarriages or chromosomal defects, which can result in miscarriage or birth defects, right? And so if you're constantly getting this information and you're over 30, you're over 35, going on to 40, this can it can stress you out. It can make you feel like it's impossible, like time is not on your side, you're running out of time, and all of these things, right? But I want you to know that despite all that, there are still some things you can do to not only improve your egg quality, but improve your chances of conception, to reduce the chances of miscarriages, and to pretty much negate the whole ovarian reserve argument. Right. And why is this? It's because you only need one egg to conceive. And on top of that, you can improve your egg quality despite what they have been telling us. Right. So you can improve your egg quality. Right. So there's still some things you can do that can, again, improve your egg quality, improve your chances of conception, and basically help to boost your ability to have a healthy egg, right? So one of the things that you can do is, if you're doing things that actually deplete that actually deplete your egg quality, such as smoking, drinking, excessive exercise, or like overexerting your energy, in any other type of way, maybe it's work or something that you have to do. There's also you can start to incorporate certain things into your lifestyle and into your routine, right? So you can practice stress management, which is going to help to reduce the damaging effects on your egg cells from free radicals or oxidative stress. So you can reduce certain things that you're exposed to. So whether that might be harmful chemicals in your house, a stressful lifestyle or workload or anything like that, you can minimize that. And if you can't totally get rid of some of these stressful factors or harmful environmental factors, you can offset it by doing things that are going to help to sort of minimize the effects or the risks of things that, again, damage your eggs, or increase your cortisol hormone or any other hormones that are going to destroy your eggs, right? So again, you can practice stress management techniques. You can do things to offset it by practicing certain self-care activities, right? So there's a lot of natural fertility techniques that you can do, and really the options here they're very vast, right? With the particular lady that I was talking about, one of the things that I gave her were my womb restore yoni steam, and that worked for her tremendously. It actually helped to shrink the fibroid. But aside from yoni steam, there's several other things, you can drink herbal teas. You can again, you can practice certain yoga positions or asanas, right? There's other things that you can do. And in her case, she had fibroids. So there was so many things that we could do to, again, help shrink the fibroid while also helping to build egg quality. And again, in her case, she struggled with consistency, right? So one of the things that was really important was making sure that she was staying consistent with the strategies that I gave her. And again, that's where we stayed in communication, and I was constantly supporting her. And again, just helping her to stay on her new routine and to continue to incorporate these stuff into her daily habits, right? So ultimately, And so I've helped so many women create personalized plans that align with their unique goals. So if it feels like, again, it's a struggle for you, or like motherhood is not in the cards, I want you to know that I've basically dealt with women who have felt exactly the same and that have been able to go on and to conceive their babies. And these are women that were in their like mid to late 30s and 40s, and who haven't conceived or been able to conceive for a various amount of reasons and a long range of time. I'm talking like 5 years. I'm talking like never had a scare before and were able to conceive. Um, so um, and so here's the thing: it's not about sitting around and waiting for a miracle to happen. And it's not just about like, just saying like today's the day and again, just waiting for something phenomenal to happen. Oh my God. So here's the thing. It's not about sitting around and waiting for a miracle to happen or to just, be hoping and praying all the time. It's about stepping into the right strategy and the right support to make it happen. And that's where my VIP New Year Fertility Reset package comes in. This is a special offer that I've been running for this season here while we are exiting this year and going into the new year or the next year. And so this program, it includes 21 days of actionable steps that you can take every single day to work towards improving your fertility and your equality. It improves a personalized plan where, again, I help you to create your own plan, or I help you to use your own plan that's unique to you to help you to improve your fertility. It also includes one-on-one coaching where we are basically working together to help to make sure that this plan works for you and that you can actually implement this plan. And it also comes with a pre-recorded video to help support you when we're not working together, as well as some other things in there just to help to support you along the way a bit more. The only thing is that, again, spots are limited because I just want to make sure that I can work intimately with you and offer you as much personalized support as possible. And again, this is just to help to support you to make sure that you're able to implement your goals for the future and going into the new year. So that way, again, you're able to turn your dream into a reality, because it doesn't have to be a dream and you don't have to wait until the new year, right? So I'm offering this now. If you want to learn more about this program, you can either comment yes in the comments below, or you can go to the link in my bio to learn more, and I'll be happy to help you. So are you in? If you're in, let's work together to turn this coming year into your year. Okay. So again, comment reset in the description, or sorry. So comment reset in the comments or DM me the word reset and I'll help you get started. All right. So I look forward to working with you and speaking with you, and I can't wait.